time for some sound. I mean, we all love the sound of that motor. Sometimes we like to listen to some tunes as well. We're going to install this MTX audio kit. Comes with everything you need to install it in your Razor. A very simple installation. Comes with the wiring harness and everything. Let's get her done. So we've got Ryan here. He's from Markham. He's a faithful PowerModz watcher. You gotta love that.
Love the videos.
You like the videos?
Oh,
right
yeah.
on. You know, we're gonna install that stereo now. He's gonna give us a hand. It's pretty easy to do. One thing you gotta do is you gotta make sure when you're installing any electrical item to disconnect the battery. You wanna make sure that key's out of the ignition. You don't want any shorts happening, right? So we gotta disconnect the battery.
I'm jumping the other side.
Well, no, you're good. You can just pop this seat out. Pull that out. It slides back a little. There you go. Okay, Ryan, disconnect that battery. Which terminal are you gonna disconnect first?
Negative.
Gonna do the negative first. He's got it. He's on it. So do that. Attaboy. Just loosen it there. Just give it a twist. It should come off. There you go. So pop that out. Now, okay. Now undo the positive. Yeah, we're gonna do both. If that negative pops back onto there, as those wires have a little bit of memory in them, right? If you were to disconnect the positive first and your wrench hits something, we know what happens then, right? Okay, so that's off. Power's done. No key in the ignition. Vehicle's in park. Pop that hood open. Do this. Right on. That's it. Now, what they've done with the new Polaris 1000 is they've made it a lot easier to hook up your electrical accessories. On the 900, it's a little tricky to wire things up because, you know, it's a little tight in there, but they've put this little bus bar on here and you can actually just hook up your electrical accessories very easily. So we've got that. We'll put this hood up somewhere nice and safe. Right on that, stand her up on that seat. There you go. Okay, hood's off. Just gonna remove this short little section because this is where our stereo is gonna go. It's gonna go up here. Okay, pop her right out. Right on. That's easy enough. Now we'll grab this wire. Now there's a wire that comes with this. It's part of the wire loom, wire harness kit. You've got to feed it in through the roll cage down. It's going to come out right here. So that way you don't have your wires sticking on the outside of the bar here. You don't want that. It looks a little tacky and, you know, they're going to get damaged possibly. Now you might think it's going to be hard to fish this through, but it's not. Check this out. Okay, hop on the other side there. So stick that right through that hole. Okay, admittedly, it was a little tougher than we thought to get this wire fished through here, but we came up with a cool little plan. You know, Ryan and I, he was pretty smart. He came up with this himself. So check this out. The wire connector on the very end of this was getting kind of caught up in here on this inner weld. So we just grabbed ourselves a little tie strap, taped it up, and this actually fished through there very easily. See, here at PowerModz, we come up with solutions to your problems, right? Pretty good little trick, right? Now we need to put this grommet in. It's gonna be pretty easy to do this one, but when you're dealing with grommets, if you're having a really tough time, a little soapy water, more soap than water, will get it in every time. Right on, there's the little electrical connector we need for that stereo. Everything you need to know is in the instructions here. So if you have any difficulties, just refer to these. Now you need to fish this wire down. There's a little spot right in behind here. Stick that in there, Ryan. It's gonna come out the bottom.
This spot right there.
Yep, right in through there. I'll get my finger in. That's gotta come in underneath the hood. Okay, keep going, going. Right on. Now you got a 1/4 inch drill bit, and there are these little pre-positioned holes here. You just sort of need to poke out. They tell you exactly where they need to go. Just gonna drill that in. You're gonna put your little harness assembly in there. Now when you're driving a drill bit through a firewall, make sure you don't ram it too far in. There could be something important in behind that. I'm just taking my time. That's it. So we're gonna pop this harness in. So there's a little connector on here. So stick that through that hole I just put in there. Yep.
Wires up or down?
Keep the wires up. You're gonna need to attach them up to here to this little bus bar. But turn that way. Yeah, exactly. Find a little spot in there. Hold on. Get the cam in there. Everybody can see. So we'll grab the other set of wire harness. Came right out. Right here. You need to connect those. He said he's surprised we don't put dielectric grease or silicone in there. For my application, I would, because my machines spend a lot of their life underwater, and especially in this environment with the mud and all that. But the average rider, you're good to go. Plug and play. Tells you right on them. Ground, battery, and accessory, right?
ACC, ground.
Yeah, you look right on the firewall, ground, battery, accessory. I love this free labor. Much appreciated, Ryan.
Don't mind at all. Working on them's half the fun.
Yep. You know, a good thing to do, this isn't that complicated, but if you're working on your sled, just make little bins, just write on the, or bags, you know, write on with a magic marker what it came off of.
Yeah, that's smart. I need to be more organized.
Yeah. Well, we're always in a rush to get our toys done, ready. Now the fun part starts. I mean, it's always fun when things come together, right? So you're gonna hop on this other side.
Oh, it's a speaker.
Speakers. Well, it's the whole kit. It's awesome. So it's gonna go up right up here.
Can I sit on anything, any particular
Right on.
angle?
Go just about like that. So you hold that there for me, okay? You got her? Now, like any other kind of bracket system, don't tighten everything up right from the start. Kind of leave it loose, so we want to make sure it's sort of centered, right? Let me look at that. It's good.
You want it angled up higher?
Yeah, pull it up a little bit. Oh, there we go. I got it. Good job. Because this goes on the roll bar mount, you want to make sure that these brackets sort of get threaded in first, because they're easy to cross thread. Lower that a little bit if you don't mind. Up a little. Right there.
Pull down.
That's okay. We can adjust it again if we have to. Now the fun stuff happens. Let's plug in that wiring harness there. Now you got to get power to this system. To do that, you got to hook up this. You got to remove the center console. That's where the wiring sort of goes. And there's that big screwdriver over there. Okay, I'll take this one here. Use it kind of you can use it a normal screwdriver, just a standard. You got to flip the cap off your little lever here. Then we use this T25 Torx. Got out of there. And then I just did one of these. Watch this. Can you see this? Okay. Pop your handle off. Now there are 2 screws that hold down the console and 4 little plastic clips. Pop these out. There's another one on the other side. You're gonna have to probably release your seat. This is a handy little tool for removing all those little plastic clips you find on your razors. Kind of like a bent screwdriver. Just do one of those. Because Ryan's pretty handy, he helped me out a lot. So do you see how I do that? Can you pop this up? There's a little plastic one over there. So the center section comes out. There we go. Make it look really good. So now your bigger ends are going to go on your battery, but you're not going to do that yet. You're going to do that exactly last. Put them down in here. I'll run them down here. Got to go along your cooling lines. Your propeller shaft, that they say in the UK, or your drive shaft right here, is going to be turning around. You don't want to go close to that. This probably goes on there. This goes here. This goes here. It's going to go through here. Come on over here. There we go. There, we got plenty of...
Where do we lose power to?
This is where the power's got to go. We didn't bring power from the battery. I thought it was already powered, right? Because of the accessory thing there.
It's like E already, right?
Yeah, so we got to keep this on. Okay. Thank you. But they make the terminals nice and long, right? So we're good to go. Okay, I'll tighten these up. Ryan's going to go and start to...
Battery?
Yeah, do the battery hookup. And we'll do a little test, make sure we got power to the system, and then we'll put the console back in. Good. Got lights. Ooh, nice. Pretty handy, right?
Sound.
Oh, classical. Sounds awesome. You know what? I think it's time for the subwoofer to go in. I gotta thank you very much, Ryan.
No problem.
Oh yeah. Nice. I gotta thank Ryan here for stopping by our booth and helping us install the MTX stereo in the Polaris. He's a big fan of PowerModz and he loves this RZR 1000. So I gotta thank you guys for showing up and checking out this install. Thanks for watching.